Greetings, gentlemen. Imagine waking up tomorrow and suddenly realizing that everything you understand about your identity, the people you interact with daily, and the groups you align with, is a carefully crafted silhouette of psychological principles. Intriguing, isn't it? Today, we are going to delve deep into the intricate tapestry of social identity theory, exploring the profound ways it weaves into our decision-making process and, more dramatically, how it has sculpted human history to its core. As you navigate through life's social landscape, have you ever stopped to ponder why you feel a sense of allegiance towards certain groups? It's a universal experience, shaping every facet of society, from the echelons of political realms to the humble school cafeterias. Social identity theory, pioneered by British psychologist Henry Tajfel, dissects this phenomenon with compelling clarity. At the heart of social identity theory lie three pivotal stages: categorization, identification, and comparison. The journey begins with categorization. We can only feel a sense of belonging to a grouping once we acknowledge and accept its existence around us. The commonplace distinctions of religion, ethnicity, or nationality are but a few avenues through which our world is compartmentalized. Where you were raised and the influences you were exposed to heavily dictate how you perceive and categorize those around you. Moving on from how we label others, identification directs the reflective lens inward. How you identify has countless expressions. Whether it's by gender, spirituality, sexual orientation, or none of these labels, the spectrum is limitless. Grasping your sense of identity is more than just a self-defining voyage. It satisfies an innate quest for belonging, crowning the base of Maslow's renowned hierarchy of needs. We yearn for this sense of kinship and find comfort in shared symbols and rituals: the fraternity letters donned among peers, the polished wardrobe of the workplace, or the simple act of a shared hairstyle. This drive for inclusiveness is not superficial. It's genuine. Look at the car enthusiast communities, where a Mustang owner finds instant camaraderie among fellow Mustang fanatics. Or the instant bond between people sharing a similar fashion statement, like a nose ring, fostering a quick sense of connection. The final piece of this puzzle is comparison. This stage is where the stark contrast between us and them flourishes. Tajfel's experiments revealed a bias towards one's own group, regardless of how arbitrary the groupings were. As participants preferred to award benefits to their own, we see the deep-seated nature of comparison. Historically, resources were scarce, and trust was reserved for the tribe, not the outsider. These age-old instincts still surface in modern fears and prejudices, guiding political agendas and societal norms. As we draw closer to the end, it's essential to recognize the complexity of social identities. Not all involvements in group identification are by choice, and labels such as convict or felon illustrate the challenge of outgrowing imposed identities. Social identity is not a static concept but a fluid hierarchy within itself. It's imperative, now more than ever, to continue exploring psychology's realms, as they offer further wisdom on identity politics and the dynamics of inclusion and exclusion. If you find this exploration into the human psyche valuable and seek to gain more wisdom on navigating the modern world, subscribing to this channel will be your compass. As gentlemen, this knowledge is power, and empowering ourselves is the bedrock of our community. Like and hit the notification bell to ensure you never miss a beat in understanding the depths of social structures. Before we part ways, ask yourself, which aspects of social identity theory resonate most with you? How will you apply these insights into your life's tapestry? Your trajectory towards the divine masculine, imbued with career wisdom and financial acumen, starts with this understanding. Remember, the strongest male hero ever is he who masters his destiny with the keys of knowledge. For those who've drawn substantial value from this discourse, know that your appreciation is welcomed in the form of a tip, proportional to the enlightenment you've received. Until our paths cross again in our digital theater of learning and growth, thank you for investing your time with me. Greetings, successful gentlemen with a taste for wit and wisdom. Imagine this: you're about to dive into the world of social media, but forget what you know because we're about to shatter those concepts and rebuild them from scratch. Intrigued? You should be. Stay tuned to unveil how the social media landscape has evolved from the bazaars of ancient times to the digital playgrounds of 2023. Long ago, commerce was a personal affair. Transactions meant immediate feedback and a strong reliance on word of mouth. Fast forward to 1439, and newspapers began chipping away at this intimacy. With the advent of radio in 1920, the gap widened further. But hold on to your hats, because social media is flipping the script, reviving that ancient connection between seller and buyer. Think of it as person-to-person contact on steroids. Yes, social media is vast, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry has an opinion that can sway potential customers your way or away. What does that mean for you? Power. Because every comment, like, and share is your new ad space. In the words of Mark Sheffer, author extraordinaire, it's the little things that make a brand soar. From the audacious, such as tattooing a corporate logo on your skin, to the subtle power of being genuinely helpful online. Remember Gary Vaynerchuk's mantra: give, 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 then ask. It's advice that can turn your business from a whisper in the wind to a roar on the web. Content is king. Stories, ebooks, videos, infographics, podcasts, you name it. The more high-quality freebies you toss into the digital universe, the more folks feel that tickling need to reciprocate. However, quantifying your social media triumphs isn't as simple as tallying dollars and cents. We're talking long-term payoffs like loyalty, industry cred, and the kind of exposure that money just can't buy. Think speaking gigs in exotic locales and sage advice at your fingertips. What counts are those small, yet mighty exchanges between brand and consumer. Wonder if you'll receive a reply from a social media titan? That response can turn a follower into a zealous promoter of your brand. For those of you commanding businesses, listen up. Engage with your community, address comments, share your wisdom gratis, and watch your empire expand. In essence, Schaefer's book may be a succinct read, but it's like finding a treasure map. Follow the trail of small meaningful interactions, and you'll stumble upon a cache of unwavering customer devotion. The rise to social media royalty lies not in the quantity of your posts but in the quality of your interactions. If you're tired of the same old digital marketing spiel, this book, and what we've laid out here, will set you on a journey to rediscover what truly resonates in the digital sphere. For those eager to keep expanding your horizons, consider subscribing to stay ahead of the curve. Because when you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and ring the notification bell, you're buying yourself a front row ticket to the continued fuse of invaluable insights that can sculpt your future success. As for what action you will take from this knowledge, what will it be? Will you transform your digital touch into a masterstroke of influence and customer loyalty? Remember, insightful interaction is the golden key in the kingdom of social media, and your subjects await. Before we wrap up, for you wise viewers who found value in this dialogue, feel free to extend a gratuity in line with the enlightenment received. Just a click awaits in the description. Thank you, astute gentlemen, for your time. Continue to build, grow, and thrive. May your social media ventures be as prosperous and impactful as the connections of old. Until next time, keep challenging the status quo. Greetings, visionaries. Have you ever pondered how much happiness technology truly brings into our lives? Today, we delve into the modern digital conundrum, a world wrapped up in glossy social media feeds that present a skewed vision of reality, where the bright sheen of carefully curated lives can often veil an underlying current of dissatisfaction. Stick around and I'll reveal the profound impact this technological facade has on our well-being, and how you may be unwittingly caught in its seductive web of illusion. Let's unravel the mystique of social media's allure. The platforms that we immerse ourselves in daily are specifically crafted to showcase our finest moments, our peak happiness, not the unvarnished truth of our everyday lives. As we swipe through feeds, we're served a banquet of snapshots that radiate joy, beauty, and success, designed to make a formidable impression. Imagine a world where every selfie showcases someone in the prime light, every image garnished with the right filters to enhance and flatter. On the surface, it seems as though you're surrounded by a realm of people leading idyllic lives. And there you are, amid the gleaming array of smiles, questioning your place in this parade of apparent perfection. The danger sneaks up quietly. The insidious effect of comparison sets in. Comparison is the thief of joy, proclaimed Theodore Roosevelt, a statement that resonates more now than ever. We live in an era where our reality is persistently measured against the manufactured spectacles we see online. However, beneath that veneer, the truth awaits. The seemingly ecstatic faces we admire may be masking deep-seated sorrow. The celebrated influencers with airbrushed images are, in truth, as flawed and human as the rest of us. No person can inhabit a constant state of flawless elegance. It's an unattainable and, frankly, unnecessary aspiration. The quest for ceaseless praise and admiration for one's online persona can be as relentless and unyielding as the tides. Invested too deeply in the mirage of online appreciation, we thirst for the drip feed of likes and the stream of emojis, as though drawing from a sacred well of affirmation, an endless pursuit that touches upon the core of our need for validation and connection. So, what lies ahead in the labyrinth of cyberspace? As technology continues to evolve and embed itself further into the fibers of our lives, we toe the line of an intriguing precipice. Could we advance towards a future where the distinction between the physical world and the one we curate online becomes blurred? Intriguing concepts like virtual reality suggest a time where our digital selves may become as real, if not more so, than our flesh and blood. Fast forward 40 years from the era of Pong into the now, where immersive virtual universes are just an arm's reach away. What will another 40 years usher forth? Imagine realities so lifelike, they challenge our very understanding of existence. Technology is on an inexorable march towards creating worlds that mirror our own or, perhaps, surpass it in every conceivable way. In such a hyper-realistic simulation, the thought arises, could our reality actually be someone else's creation? The speculation runs deep and the arguments are compelling. What if we are within a simulation, unwitting players in an elaborate game, with the odds of this being the original reality dwindling to negligible? Wouldn't it then be more comforting to hope we are in a simulation? Because if history has taught us anything, it's that societies rise and fall, and a significant interruption in progress often heralds an unwelcome end. Perhaps thinking of ourselves as denizens within a grand simulation could be the ultimate safety net, with the possibility of a reset button at the ready for any cataclysmic event. As we reach the cusp of this philosophical odyssey, I urge you to take a moment to ponder and recognize our shared predicament. Know that behind each perfected image on your feed stands a person as complex and vulnerable as yourself. Remember that life extends far beyond the confines of screens, and that genuine joy arrives not from external validation but from our authentic lived experiences. If these insights have resonated with you, consider subscribing, liking, and hitting the notification bell to join a community that seeks wisdom beyond the superficial. By doing so, you promise yourself a journey towards enlightenment. It's the first step to unlocking a dimension of understanding that transcends the ordinary. As we draw this discourse to a close, reflect on the revelation shared here today. Think about the actions you will implement in your life inspired by our conversation. Will you step back from the deceptive enticements of virtual facades? Will you seek to foster genuine connections that honor the reality of human complexity? For those who found value in this exploration, know that your support is invaluable. If you feel inclined, a gesture of appreciation proportional to the insight you've garnered can be made. A link awaits in the description as a conduit for your generosity. Together, we venture onward, mindful of the evanescent nature of digital splendor, seeking true contentment in the tangible, breathing world that is unequivocally ours to live.